morning, students. Welcome back to the science class. Before we begin with today's lesson, let's take a quick revision of what we have learned in our previous classes. We had learned that everything around us is either living or non-living thing, and there are some differences between living and non-living things. We had learned that living things need food and water for their survival, whereas non-living things do not need food and water to survive. Living things grow in shape and size with time, whereas non-living things do not grow. Living things move on their own, and non-living things do not move on their own. They just change their place and position when somebody moves them. Today we'll be learning about some more important differences between living and non-living things. Now you have learned that living things need food and water to survive. They grow with time and can move on their own. So let's do an activity to learn something more about living things. Move your hand like this. Bring it closer to your face. Cover your nose and mouth tightly. Tell me, for how much time can you do this? I know you cannot do it for long because you will start feeling very restless. You know why does this happen? It happens because you need air to breathe. Children, all of us, all living things need air to breathe. We cannot survive without breathing. Let us do one more activity. Place your finger just below your nostrils. Can you feel air going in and coming out of your nostrils? Well, you can. But if you place your finger just below the nostrils of this doll or this toy, do you feel anything? You don't. Why? Because non-living things do not breathe at all. Only living things breathe. Just like us, all the living things breathe. Human beings breathe through their lungs. Plants breathe through small pores present on their leaves called stomata. Fish breathe through their gills and insects use spiracles to breathe. Non-living things do not breathe. Let's watch a video to understand this in a better manner.
Living things need air to breathe. Have you watched a sleeping child? Watch how its chest moves up and down. This is because the child is breathing. Animals and insects also need air to breathe. Plants also breathe in air. They breathe in through tiny holes present in the leaves. Non-living things do not breathe.
Children, I hope now it's clear that living things are very different from non-living things. Let's learn about one more significant difference between the two. Tell me one thing. How do you feel when somebody appreciates you? You feel happy, right? And how do you feel when somebody scolds you? You feel sad and angry sometimes. Why does it happen? Well, it happens because you can feel. Let's do an activity. Pinch yourself like this. Ouch! It hurts. Children, what happens when a doctor gives you an injection? How do you feel? You feel bad, you feel pained, and sometimes you even cry. You know why does that happen? It happens because you are a living thing and you can feel. This is why you react to the circumstances and your surroundings. If I talk about this doll, if I pinch it or give it an injection, or let's talk about this ball, if I throw it, can these things feel anything? They do not feel any pain, they do not get hurt because they are non-living things. Living things feel. Children, all of us have five senses. We can see, touch, smell, taste and hear. And because of these senses, we can feel and react. For example, if you taste something, you get to know if it is too salty or too sweet. This happens because you can taste it. Animals are the same. They can sense and feel things too. They look for food, are aware of the danger they might face, feel thirsty and respond to noises, and feel pain because they too are living things. Plants also sense the presence of water and sunlight. We feel the emotions like happiness, excitement, love, or sorrow. Non-living things, on the other hand, do not feel anything. A stone does not feel anything when it is thrown. A car does not get hurt when it hits a pole. Similarly, your toys do not laugh out of joy or cry out of pain because they cannot feel anything. Whereas your parents, siblings, animals and plants can. Let's watch a video which will throw some more light on this point.
Living things have feelings. Living things react to things that happen to them. They also respond to their surroundings. If your team loses a football game, you feel hurt at the time. You feel happy when you get good marks in a test. Animals and birds also react to things around them. A scientist, Dr. J.C. Bose, had discovered that plants have feelings. They also react to music. Non-living things do not have feelings.
It's time to do one more value-based activity today. Children, your parents do so much for you every day selflessly. It's your turn now. Do something to make them feel happy. You can make a card for them or help them in household chores. Click pictures and send these pictures to your class teacher. Remember children, some time back we had done an experiment. A few days back we had kept gram seeds and pebbles in two different containers. Both of the things were kept on cotton wool and cotton wool was damp. So let us see what has happened to both of them. Is there some difference? Well, let us see gram seed now. Oh my God, it shows a lot of difference. It has sprouted. In other words, the seeds have grown. They have shown growth. This is called germination of the seeds. And if I talk about pebbles, do pebbles show any kind of change? No change. Nothing happened to them. Because pebbles are non-living things and non-living things do not grow with time. Whereas living things show growth with time. Before winding up today's class, it's time for a quick recap. We learned about some major differences between living and non-living things. We came to know that living things need food and water for their survival. And non-living things do not need food and water to survive. Living things grow in shape and size with time. And non-living things do not grow with time. Living things move on their own, whereas non-living things cannot move on their own. They just change their position and place when somebody moves them. Living things breathe and non-living things do not breathe. Living things feel Non-living things do not feel. This is all for your science class today. Keep learning, take good care of yourselves, and have a wonderful day.